Hello everyone, I'm Sleepy and welcome to week 4 of the 8-Bit Drafts Season 5 Little Cup League. We are here, we are ready for week 4. So, we are facing off this week against the Chicago Beartics with his team. I'll post it right here. It's Galarian Farfetch'd, Pawniard, Tentacool, Anorith, Grubbin, Cyndaquil, Baltoy, Swirlix, Leap, Phantom, and Dratini. So, okay. Let me go over the main threats on this team. I'm not going to go over the whole team just because there's a lot to dig in for this team, I'm going to go over the main threats. Galarian Farfetch'd is who can hit really hard. It's got coverage like Brave Bird, it gets knockoff, it gets defog, I think. I think it gets defog. Yeah, it does, I think. Galarian Farfetch'd is a powerful physical attacker with Scrappy as well. It has Scrappy, so it can hit my Misdreavus, which I have to keep in mind. Next up, Pawniard. It's got the, what's that ability called? Why am I blanking on it? The one if it's like lower, its stats get lowered, it raises attack +2. I'm blanking on the ability right now, but it has that ability. So defog, nuh-uh. No way I'm bringing defog this match. And it won't be able to work anyway because I think my only defogger, on my team is, Cottony, and his defog won't even work because Pawniard's a dark type. Tentacool, Bulky, Anorith can set rocks, can spin, Grubbin, Sticky Webs, Cyndaquil, Choice Scarf, Eruption is scary. I'm just quickly glancing over the team. Alright, Swirlix is something I'm going to go more in depth at. Swirlix is a really powerful Pokemon. This was his tier 0, so it costs him a lot of points, but tier 0s are power, let me tell you. It can I have a funny replay of me getting my first week ever in I think it was season 3 of the 8-Bit Draft Little Cup League. My first week, I was 6-0'd by a Swirlix. It was Conguard, Calm Mind, Swirlix. I was 6-0'd. Didn't stand a chance. I'll leave the battle link down in the description. Hopefully I remember. But it was a rough start. It was a really rough start to a season. But I made playoffs in that season. I think I made it, I made playoffs. What happened? I forgot Yes, I did make playoffs. I lost the first round, but then I went to this contenders round, like the losers bracket, and I won round 1. I won round 1 of the losers bracket in the playoffs. I think to get 4th place or something overall. But then I lost in the second round of the losers bracket. But overall, Swirlix, what I'm trying to say, my point is here, Swirlix is scary, terrifying. So, yeah. The Leap, I've used it before. It gets Storm Drain, which is good. And Phantom and Dratini, whatever. Let me go over the team. Let's go over my team now. First up, we got Ponyta, the Choice Scarf Ponyta with Flame Body with Flare Blitz to hit stuff really hard. Play rough, you already know, for the Galarian Farfetch'd. High Horsepower for Cyndaquil. This is just in case he wants to bring a Choice Scarf Cyndaquil. Choice Scarf Eruption Cyndaquil is terrifying. And I have this thing just in case he wants to bring it. But yeah. And Morning Sun to gain HP back just in case my Scarf gets knocked off. Because he does have a few knockoff users, which is kind of scary. So yeah. Stats, I'm mainly physically offensive, you already know. And that's pretty much it with this thing. A bunch of speed, a bunch of physically offensive stuff, and that's pretty much it. Next up, we got Mantyke, also, and he's holding the Choice Scarf. Next up, we got Mantyke, the Eviolite, with Scald to potentially burn stuff and do some damage. Air Slash, you already know, Flying Stab is pretty good against this team. He's got a few things that don't really want to take a grass hit, like Phantom, Grubbin, Galarian Farfetch'd, and a few other things that don't a lot of things, I'm looking at his team right now, not a lot resists flying, actually, now that I'm looking at it. He doesn't have a lot that resists flying, so that's that. Haze to get rid of stat boost, and Tailwind to get a speed boost, you already know, from my team. Next up, we got a Alolan Grimer with the power-up punch to raise our attack. Poison Jab to, it's good stab, it's really good stab, actually. Can deal with Swirlix. We can knock off stuff, and Ice Punch again. We're bringing Ice Punch for a second time because it can hit Baltoy, it can hit Dratini just in case. This is just in case he brings Dratini. And Ice Punch, yeah, you already know. Ice Punch It's a pretty like, I can surprise someone with it just in case they don't expect it. It's a pretty wild coverage move. Well, not too wild, but yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next member. Mischievous. We're holding the Cobra Berry to eat up a dark type attack. Thunderbolt. First off, hidden power fighting for this thing is mainly fit to fight the Pawniard. Like if he switches in the Pawniard and I go for Shadow Ball or something, I can stay in, eat up a knockoff, and go for hidden power fighting. That's basically my plan with this thing. Did I not put a nature on this thing? I think I forgot. Oh my goodness, I'm post-comming this. Like I'm, as you can see, like if you can't tell, I'm recording all the team builders for this series, for this draft league right now because I'm so horribly inconsistent. Did I not put a nature on this thing? Just a neutral nature? Man, what am I doing? Oh my good golly gosh. Shadow Ball can hit Phantom. I think that's all it can hit. And Baltoy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And Nasty Plot, just get some boosts. But I can't believe I put a neutral nature on this thing. Bruh. I didn't even notice that. And the battle's already happened, but bruh. I did not notice that. Anyway, we got Hippopotas with a Whirlwind to whirlwind stuff out. Stealth Rock, so we can set up Stealth Rock and whirlwind stuff, and hopefully we can catch the Cyndaquil if it's not Boots. And I think that's about it, yeah. And Anorith too. Can you get some chip on that? That's pretty much it. And Earthquake, you already know. Earthquake hits hard. And Crunch for Phantom, for Baltoy. And that's pretty much it. Next up, we're bringing Pineco with the Overcoat ability, with the holding the EV. I'm taking a different route. Traditionally, you use Pineco as as a Berry Juice Sturdymon, but I'm going a different route. This man's using Overcoat, just in case he's I plan to lead Hippopotas. I think that was my plan, yeah, to lead Hippopotas. But then if I come in with Pineco, I break my Sturdy, and then I can get one shot. So, that's why I'm max defense. I'm Toxic Spikes, because I don't think, looking at his team, his only Toxic Spike Absorber is Tentacool. And he could bring it, he could not, I don't know, maybe. He actually could possibly bring it. I don't remember. But we got Earthquake for the Tentacool. So, like for example, I'm in against the Tentacool. I go for Earthquake. He switches out, then I can go for T-Spikes. And Rock Slide to hit things like the Cyndaquil, the Grubbin. And I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, but max defense and max special defense with a bit of attack in there. And yeah, that's pretty much it with this team. We were facing the Chicago Beartics, and I will see you all in the match. Wow, this is a long team builder. I think it was almost twice the amount of last team builder. See you on the battle. Alright, we are here in the battle. And this is going to be, this battle and the next battle are post-com. But the next battle after that is going to be live com. So this one and then next week's battle are going to be still post-commentary like this. But next week will be, live com. I live com that battle. So, let's get right into the battle. So he brings the Grubbin, the Swirlix, the Pawniard, the Farfetch, the Rufflet, and the Anorith. So I'm like, okay, he could either lead off with Anorith to set up rocks, Grubbin for sticky webs. Pawniard also gets it, but I doubt he'd lead that. And honestly, yeah, I'm really expecting Grubbin or an Anorith lead here. That's what I was expecting. Either of these two to set up hazards. So, the battle begins. I send in Hippopotas. He sends in, what's that? What's this guy's name? Grubbin. I forgot his name for a second. Wow. So here we exchange hazards. I get up rocks, he gets up sticky webs. I'm like, okay. He goes for X-Scissor. Doesn't do too much. And I whirlwind out. He goes into Swirlix. And I'm like, okay. I predict he might switch again. So I go for a whirlwind again, as you can see. And I catch the Grubbin, which is really good. And so then I predict now, okay, he's probably going to stay in now, expecting maybe another whirlwind. So I go into Pineco. He hits me with the X-Scissor. Doesn't do very much. I'm like, okay. Now, let me Rapid Spin. He goes for the Volt Switch, which is good, but he doesn't have any Ghost types to absorb the Rapid Spin, which is nice. So, he goes Anorith right here. I'm like, in this position, I was like, okay. He could either Rapid Spin or go for Rock Blast. Or like, because this thing has, because I know this thing's notorious for like rock blasting and what else? Just doing other shenanigans, but mostly rock blasts. This thing's deadly. So then I'm like, okay, I can't risk really him going for, maybe he thinks I'm gonna go into, who was it? Misdreavus to absorb the rapid spin, but I just go into Hippopotas to eat that rock blast. He goes for knockoff, knocks off my Eviolite, and I'm like, okay. I go for Earthquake, take him out, which is good. He goes back out into Grubbin, most likely to set up those sticky webs, so I go into Ponyta. He sets him up. Then I just go for a Flame Charge, because there's nothing that wants to take a Flame Charge on this man's team. Nothing really. Alright, he goes into Farfetch, which I'm positive is Scarfed. Like, this thing's a really good Scarf, but like, I can't, like, what's it called? A Flame Charge can't kill him from this range. So I just go for Sack Hippo, come back in with Pineco to Rapid Spin again, because I know he can't take me out with another close combat. And I go for Rapid Spin, do a good amount of damage because of his defense getting lowered. He goes into Swirlix here. Then I go back into Mantike, expecting the, what was I expecting? The Calm Mind Congar stretch, but he belly drums, and then he has Barriers, he gets all his HP back, and he has Unburden. So, let me tell you a little funny goof here. I originally thought Belly Drum was banned, but it turns out, I think I was looking at the last season stock, like season 4, this is season 5. They banned Belly Drum on this for season 4, but they brought it back in season 5 because they implemented like the tier 0 thing. Like, if you want, like, use a tier 0, you have to spend 240 of your free points. Like, you have to spend that much. So, I thought Belly Drum was banned, but it turns out it wasn't. So this is completely my fault. I botched this up. I should have, completely my fault. So then so I go for Haze here, but really doesn't matter because with his Unburden boost, he doubles his speed, and he has the Belly Drum boost. And the Berry Juice, he's completely maxed out on health. So here, it kind of goes to a downhill spiral from here. I go for Ponyta. I'm Choice Scarf. Can I outspeed? No, I cannot. Then I go into Misdreavus here. He goes for Thief, actually, and I'm able to live it because of the Cobra Berry. But then I Shadow Ball, does over half, which is unfortunate. Then I go for he goes for Play Rough, knocks me out. I go into Grimer. He Play Roughs, knocks him out. And then I go Pineco, and he knocks me out with Return. So, this battle was completely my fault. I really thought Belly Drum was banned just because it's so broken, it's so good. Like, I know, like, I was expecting, like, the Calm Mind Conguard strat is really good, and my play with that is, like, I went into Mantike because I assuming he was going to do that strategy, and I can just haze all the stat boosts, and, like, that would be good. But, yeah, the reason I think the Belly Drum strat is more broken is because, like, it takes one turn to set up. You slip up one turn, and it's over. It's gone. And, like, I linked the battle in the description of me being swept by the other set. That set takes a little bit more time to set up, which is like, yeah. And I was just like being stupid there. It was my week 1 battle. I was very inexperienced in Little Cup, like extremely inexperienced. And yeah, we got swept, but it was, I thought I played the early game pretty good, like getting rid of the hazards and stuff like that, keeping sticky webs off my side of the field using Rapid Spin and all that. But unfortunately, we could not get the Wrath of Swirlix is still among us. This Pokemon, whenever I battle it, it's just, it beats me every time. We're 0-2 against Swirlix for Little Cup, but GG's to my opponent. He battled really good. Yeah, he just like, I can't blame him because I should have known that Belly Drum wasn't banned. I really shouldn't have, but like, it's all good, honestly. I need some water. Completely my fault. I should have known Belly Drum wasn't banned, but what can you do? What can you do? But despite, I thought I played the early game pretty good. Like, yeah, as I explained before, getting rid of hazards. But that's how the game goes. And now I know if I face him in playoffs, if I make it, because I still have like 3 more games, and I think I need to win out all of them just to have a chance. And if I lose at least one more, I have to depend on someone else losing in order for me to make playoffs. So basically, the stakes are I have to win my next 3 games to like get a good shot at playoffs. But yeah, this is the game. Big GG's to my opponent once again, and I will see you all in the next battle. Peace out.